I'm a little bit nervous. Okay guys, we're done our first round of chemo.
100 degrees Fahrenheit is about 38 degrees Celsius.
So we're going into the ER right now. Talking is like so exhausting. Good morning guys. Happy Monday morning. Today is a big day. I'm a little bit nervous, but for the most part, I'm feeling pretty good. I had a good night's sleep last night for the first time in like a week. And I just feel ready to get this show on the road, get it done, and be done with this whole chapter of my life. Yes, we hear you, Piper. We hear you. Anyways, I start my chemotherapy today, the first day of the next 12 weeks, I suppose. Anyways, let's get this show on the road. How do you feel, Mom?
Great.
We made it to the hospital. We're about to go in. I had to sign in. Hi, miss. Anyways, so we're gonna go in, we're gonna sign in, and then we have to go to the pharmacy to get some meds I think I have to take before I start chemo, and then we're good to go. Should be fun.
You did good.
Okay guys, we're done our first round of chemo. I love how I always say we.
Well, me and you are together.
Well, I don't even mean it like, I don't know. I think I just talk about myself in the third person sometimes. We're all done. It went really well. They were kind of surprised by like how well I was reacting to all the medications and stuff. So they were like, you might get, you know, this, and this, and I had none of it. I was good. I do have to pee like all the time.
Yeah, they gave you
all the
stuff
time.
so you didn't retain fluid.
Yeah, I had to drink a lot of water.
You have to drink.
Did you hear my throat?
Almost 4 of those a day.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's so much liquid.
I mean,
yeah. Anyways, we're all done. It really was like, I don't know. I feel really good about it.
you had a really nice nurse.
I had such a nice nurse, and she was like showing me to all of her friends, like bringing all her friends to me to introduce them, and I was just like, this is so fun.
And you know she's a nice nurse when all the other nurses love her.
Yes, and all the other patients know her
They
too.
all loved her.
Like even people who aren't her patients came over and were like, and she knew who they were.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
You got a good nurse. You have an angel.
Okay, I'm gonna go home, and I'm probably gonna nap if I'm being honest. I'm kind of tired.
Okay.
I think it's time for a little update. It's now 10 after 6, and I have literally slept all day. So I got home around 2. I had lunch, I had some salad and an ice cream cone, and then I was like, I need to go to sleep. I'm exhausted. So Piper and I sat on the couch and had a nap until literally like half an hour ago. And yeah, now I'm just outside with Piper. I'm feeling better. I was just so tired. I could not keep my eyes open. Yeah, since I woke up, I've been feeling way better. I'm still a little like tired and out of it, but not too bad overall. That's about it. I don't know what else I need to say. I just did my mouth rinse. I have to rinse my mouth 4 times a day. Just make sure I don't get any sores from the chemo. What's 100 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
100 degrees Fahrenheit is about 38 degrees Celsius.
Okay, good morning guys. It is currently Tuesday morning. It's around 11 o'clock. I've been up for a few hours now. I did my mouth rinse, checked my temperature, and I just checked it again because earlier this morning it was like right on the brink of, I think it was like 37. And if I get to 38, then I need to go to the hospital. I did my temperature again, and this time I got to 38 degrees Celsius, which is like, we should be going to the hospital sort of idea. My only problem is this thermometer is so old. Like this is the one we had as kids growing up. And so it's just been very inconsistent. Like 1 minute I'm 38, 1 minute I'm 37, 1 minute like I'm 37.5. It's just not super consistent. And if I go into the ER right now, I will likely miss my chemo appointment, which I don't want to do. So our plan is Mom is headed into the drugstore right now to get another thermometer, and then we will check it with that thermometer, and if I'm still too hot, I'm just gonna go to London instead of my local hospital. Just because then I'm in the spot where I'm getting my chemo treatments done too, so if it turns out like I'm okay, then I'll just go and do my chemo treatment. I'm a little freaked out. Like, I'm not freaked out, I'm just a little nervous because I do look flushed. I think my cheeks are really rosy, but other than that, I feel okay. Like, I don't feel like I have a fever, but when it comes to having a fever when you're on chemo, you really can't mess about with that. So anyways, that is the current conundrum. On another note, today is the day that I'm posting my first brand deal YouTube video, which I am so excited about. If you didn't see last week's weekly vlog, it was posted on a Tuesday, which is a little different than what I normally do, but it had to get approved and everything. So I'm really excited about that to get posted. And it was really fun to work with a brand. I specifically loved this brand. It was so great to work with, and everyone there was just so nice. So that's enough rambling. I'm giving myself a headache. I'm just gonna sit here and keep drinking my water, and hopefully my temperature will go down. Guys, do not mind the office background. But I did need to pop in here and give you guys some more context. So pretty much we did check my temperature again with the new thermometer, and it was good. I was not having a fever, so I was able to go in and get my treatment done for the day. But when I got home from treatment, I got really cold and I couldn't stop shivering. And so we took my temperature again, and then I had a fever. So I think I was around 38.8 or something like that. So there's some context before you see the next clip, because when I was putting it all together, I'm like, this doesn't really make sense. So hopefully that makes more sense. Update, I look like a wreck, but I have a fever, so we're going into the ER right now. So, yeah. Yeah, it's in here. Surprise visit to the ER.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Someone spiked a fever.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Not great. I'm hot and then cold. Yes, and it's no.
Okay, Katy Perry. Your sense of humor is there still. Your face is red.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Uh-huh. Do not recommend?
10 out of 10 would not recommend. I think it's time to do a little update, because I feel like these clips have just gone all over the place, which, I mean, that's kind of as expected when you're going through chemo, because your life is just all over the place. But let's do a little update. It is currently Wednesday night. It's probably around like 8 or 9 o'clock, I would say. Probably 8 o'clock because the sun's still up. So these past few days have been kind of rough, not gonna lie. Monday was okay. Tuesday morning I kind of woke up and I felt just gross, just blah. And I've been dealing with this really bad migraine for the past 3 days now. So right when I started chemo, I got this migraine. We're thinking it might be one of my anti-nausea drugs that are giving me the migraines. So we went to the ER last night around 8 o'clock because I spiked a fever. Well, the number one things they kept telling us was, as soon as I have a fever, I need to go to an ER, no matter what. So we went to the ER. They got me into a room, got me started on Tylenol, and they wanted to watch my temp. They did some blood cultures. They did an EKG because my chest has also been really hurting the past few days. So when I take a deep breath, it just feels really restricted, a little bit tight, and sometimes I even have to cough when I do a really deep breath. Anyways, moral of the story, we kind of got that all under control really late last night. We came home around 11, I think, and I went straight to bed. I was so tired. I think I had like a little bit of spaghetti, and I was like, okay, I need to go to bed. This morning, I woke up, my whole body was aching. I was in a lot of pain. I felt like I did a huge workout. And I've been really tired all day. So I woke up around like 8-ish, 9 o'clock, and I slept the whole car ride to the hospital. I slept through my whole chemo treatment, and I've been up since then. So I've been up since like 2-ish, 3-ish, something like that. But yeah, when I got to the hospital today, they were like, we saw you were in the ER last night. I think we're gonna send you in for a chest x-ray. And they did a little bit more blood work just to make sure everything was okay. And that all came back pretty good. So they weren't overly concerned, and we kept going on with the chemo, the next round that we were supposed to do today. So we got that done. I didn't meet with my oncologist, but I met with an oncologist that was on call for today, and she just said that some of the side effects I've had are pretty common with this bleomycin drug, which I kind of talked about earlier, and that's the drug I had on Tuesday. So she said that can cause a fever, can also cause tightness in my chest and breathing issues. So that's probably what happened. They kept my IV in. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just like a little sleeve. They kept it in just because I'm there every day this week. And then I think at the end of the week, we're going to take it out and then do a new one next week. So, because I have the weekend off, which is really nice. I can't wait to have my weekend off. I'm tired. Day 4, guys. Let's do this. I have a headache again, as per usual.
Cancer sucks.
Cancer sucks. Chemo sucks. Everything sucks. Ew. Day 4, done and dusted. Anyone want to hydrate for me? Because I'm so sick of this.
Sick of water.
So sick of hydrating.
I know.
If one more person says hydrate, I'll be like, no, I'm done. Stop it. Stop saying that word.
Hydrate.
Update, guys. Sorry if you can hear the dogs eating in the background, but it is now 6:40ish, and I made it back home from my chemo. It went pretty well today. It felt like it took so long, but it wasn't too bad. My IV kind of gave up on me though, like when I was just about done, and so then there's just a bunch of fluid that was getting like thrown into my skin instead of my vein. But anyways. My arm's a little sore now, but it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I'm a little sleepy now, but that's it. I feel like today's been pretty decent. I just have this headache that is still around, still making its appearance, and being a menace, but it's not that bad. Like, Tylenol definitely helps to numb it a little bit. But when it's like full force, no Tylenol in my system, she's something else, let's just say that. That's my update. How's the hair looking, guys? I don't know. I'm so out of breath. It's Friday, it's 10:30, and we are headed into the hospital for my last treatment for week 1. I'm exhausted. My chest hurts. My head hurts. My body doesn't actually hurt as bad as it did before, so that's kind of nice. Overall, it's really putting me through the ringer, and it's only week 1, so that's kind of terrifying. But so far this week, we've had no more emergency trips to the ER, so that's good. I think the idea with that whole situation was they figured I was allergic to bleomycin, which is one of my chemo drugs. So next time, they're just going to pump me full of Benadryl. We're just going to monitor it and see if that will help with the fever situation. Also might be a one-time thing. It might have just kind of been a fluke. And obviously my body has never experienced any of these types of drugs before. So there's also a chance that, you know, it's just kind of a shock to the system and my body's like, what am I supposed to do with this? We don't really know. But talking is like so exhausting. My heart is like racing. Bleomycin is hard on the lungs, guys. Oh my god. It never used to be like this. Let's do this. Session 5, week 1. Let's get it. I'm just so excited for the weekend. Oh my god.